It's 7:55. Can you hear me?
Hey,
What's
I
up,
can hear you.
everybody?
Man, I can hear you loud and clear now. Woo! It feels good to be back on First Sip.
Doesn't it? And folks, we have a little issue with my microphone. So sometimes Freddie can't hear me, sometimes I can't hear him. And we're going to get all those things fixed. One day, it's just going to be so smooth. You're going to hear every word that comes out of the average dude's mouth, Freddie.
I'm just wondering, for the people that's been paying attention to this show, and there's plenty,
Oh, yeah.
have
Thousands.
they ever heard about your computer issues once or twice?
It's unbelievable. This is going to be the story of legends for years and years. Because it's been funny. It's been quite the journey with all of the things. But see, we don't let it get us down. I could say, oh no, I've had a bad computer run. I mean, one bad computer, Best Buy, wrong computer. I've got it fixed twice. What do you want me to do over here? Go ahead.
I got a serious question.
Good.
You are big time off brand today. You don't have a white shirt on that at any point you could pop the collar. And where is your jacket?
Hey, I can get that collar up. The jacket, you know what? It feels strange. They used to call me the jacket out at one place that I worked at because they just called me the jacket.
There wasn't a bunch of straps around it, was there?
No. It was white, and I would yell things when they weren't nice to me.
You got a cup of coffee?
Hey, let's get us some coffee. We got to get our minds right. We got to say hello to our people.
First Sip, let's go.
Let's roll. And this is the proper angle at which you want your elbow when you're drinking coffee. Just FYI. See there? And so now I'm just gonna elevate it. That's good. Gives you energy, makes you think, gets you motivated for the day, gets you motivated for the week. And that's why we're here. DJ, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm a big double exclamation mark guy.
Are you?
It says, no, one's not enough. Two says, let's do that. Two says, I'm ready to roll. Now, I will receive one. I will take one, Russ Hammond. But hey, I appreciate both of you guys being here. Russ Hammond, Red Wing Shoes, Spartanburg, South Carolina. DJ was on the show last week. Went fantastic. Enjoyed having him on. And
was it a good time?
It was a good time. We had a great week last week. We talked to some people. We did some on our own. Same thing's going to happen this week. We have some guests. We're on our own. How is Freddie at Bobcat feeling?
You know, I feel like I had oral surgery on Thursday. That's how I feel.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So you went from being not feeling well, you were sick, you hadn't been coming to F3, then you had oral surgery. I don't say that a lot.
Yeah.
You had work on.
Thank goodness.
Hey, you know, does an oral surgeon, we could have asked the good doctor, Brad, who to go to. That being said, excuse me, how did things turn out?
You know, I imagine it went pretty good. Once they put a needle in your arm and put that gas on your face, you just wake up and go home.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So I'm still stitched up in here. I'm still sore, but what else am I going to do? I'm going to be on First Sip.
That's it, and that's why we do this. We've got to push through. We've got to do things. We have to. Dun, 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 dun. I'm segueing, and I can't find the button. Here it comes.
Quote, quote, quote of the day. Quote, quote, quote of the day.
It's fantastic to have that little home base. You remember when you were kids and you'd play freeze tag, and if you made it to the jumping, oh wait a minute, the monkey bars, let's say, you grab onto the monkey bars, that's safe. That's essentially what that little quote of the day clip is for me. I
It
get to
brings you
play.
back down.
Yeah, it's like a
It's time to do something.
time to do something. Here we go. The quote of the day is by a fellow by the name of Vince Lombardi. We've had a couple of his, but here goes. Individual commitment to a group effort. That's what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. I'm gonna read that one more time. Individual commitment to a group effort. That's what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. Vince Lombardi. Did you take anything from that right off the bat there, Fred? Anything pop into mind?
Individual commitment to a group
Effort. Individual commitment to a group effort. That's what. Individual. So yeah, I want to see if where your mind goes before I start talking. Because you know how that can go.
I do. You'll breathe twice and 15 minutes will be gone. So
Hey,
it makes me think that you have to know your role. And if you are part of a team, it is very important that you push yourself to success in your role. You know, I've heard basketball coaches gather a team up and say, look, all of you guys could be stars, but you have to understand for this team to be successful, you have to know your role and in certain games play that role. Now, what's it make you think about?
Now, I love the fact that you brought up a little basketball because that's exactly where my mind went. And we're going to visit some basketball games that happened this weekend. But yes, to me, this points to number one, the need to be on the right team. Number two, the need to be in the right position on that team. And the way you win games is everybody playing their position to the best of their ability. So if we're on the right team in the wrong position, that ain't gonna work. If we're in the right position, let's say we're in sales, Fred, and maybe we're at the wrong company and we think we're a terrible salesperson. No, you're just with the wrong team. Right? So in general, though, I wanted to kind of open this up because I think there is so much to be a team player. It's not all about you. There you go, Russ. It's not all about you. You're playing to win for the team.
Yeah.
And everybody comes in, and when teams work together really well, it's a beautiful thing. And that's what makes sports great. Sports is just it's business out on the athletic courts, and because the same types of skills and energy and mindset goes into a basketball game and the Final Four games that we've been watching, that goes into what we do every day. And so this program is the pregame speech in my mind. We talk about what we're going to do, we get motivated, and then we go out and we take action. That being said, there were some lessons learned, I thought, this weekend. In this weekend's games, I thought there were some interesting lessons. And I am going to ask my friend Fred, who is a Duke Blue Devil fan, to evaluate the game from this past weekend and give me his thoughts.
All right. So the Blue Devils were in a fantastic position to be playing for the national championship. Everybody could see it. But what happened, in my opinion, Coach Scheyer had led them to 2 Elite Eights. This year, he made it to the Final Four. This was new territory for him, just like a salesperson, just like a business person. You may find yourself in new territory, and you may not be ready for it. You may be trying to sell something against another salesperson who is on top of his game to the point where it may make you a little nervous. And I do believe with the talent on Duke's team, that last 10 minutes where they struggled to put the ball in the basket, even throw the ball in bounds, you got to look at the coach. You got to look at the leader. In my opinion, the last 10 minutes of the game, especially the last 2 minutes, came down to coaching ability, and Coach Sampson's got it.
Breakdown. I did not tell Freddie what we were going to talk about this morning, but you touched on a lot that I was kind of thinking, and I used to be really super into college basketball, got into it a little more here recently. That's interesting what you say about the coach. Do you think he's a great coach?
I think that what happened Saturday will make him a next level coach. Now, there's no doubt he's a fantastic recruiter, great coach, one of the best high school and college players in history. Look his stats up. People used to walk miles in Chicago to watch him play high school basketball. Do a little research on Jon Scheyer. He is legit. But there's steps to this. The Final Four this weekend was his next step. And I can imagine waking up today, he don't feel good about it.
Oh, gosh. Now, just hearing him, now you've made me a little more interested in him. I did not know that he was that great of a high school and ball player himself. That being said, I thought that he handled the after the game press conference and interview questions. My goodness, he's a complete professional.
Yes.
And he does a lot of things right. I could just tell by the way he was handling those reporters. That being said, something as simple as inbounding the ball. Now, granted, you've got a young team, you've got a talented team, and you don't expect. Me and my dad were talking about this. Like, you don't expect that to be the problem. Inbounding the ball.
Yeah.
You've played the whole game. They had momentum the whole game. It was as if they were on their heels in that last 8 minutes when the whole game had been different. Talk about that momentum shift. You've ref games. What starts happening to the psychology of the players, and what do you think the coach can do to help you prepare for that moment when things start going haywire? Is there anything?
Self-doubt creeps in.
Yeah.
So you see this all the time. You see a lot of coaches, they'll call, maybe a 6-0 run. All right, we need to call timeout. And what he wants to do as a coach and what you'd want to do as a leader, confidence is a memory of success. So you go back through your whole season and think about, okay, what gave us confidence? Was it this play, this shot? Go back to a routine to where they remember a confident situation, something that was a success, and run that play and have something to build off of that momentum. Because we all know you don't want to be on the wrong side of momentum. You will lose quick on the wrong side of momentum. So go back to confidence, go back to a memory of success, and put your team in that position.
A memory of success. I absolutely love that. I think you nailed that. Little things, win the moment. What needs to be done now? Let's say it like this: NBA, next best action. If you want to go to the big leagues, we always have to be thinking, what is the thing that needs to be done right now? We get a memory of success. We've done this routine before. We had success making these calls, going to this area, doing this thing. We knock it out. We know we get confidence again. So we find that thing that we can hang our hat on. Love it. I hope that you guys got something, and ladies got a little something. Susmitha's out of town, by the way. Shout out to Susmitha. DJ says there's no I in team, but the team does include me. Absolutely. Find your team. Find your position. Play your position to your best. Keep your confidence. Fred, final thought.
It takes everybody to win, everybody to be successful. Know your role and do the best you can at it.
Let's roll. Have a good one, folks. See you tomorrow. Live, 7:55.